just kind of take it, and here we go. All right, everyone. Welcome to another show of Life Gone Real. I'm so glad you are joining me today. I have an amazing guest. As I always say, my guests are always amazing because that's the only kind of guest I have. But I love this woman. I met her not that long ago, and we just clicked, and her name is Maria Hunt. She's an entrepreneur. She's a gorgeous Latin goddess, because when I look at her, I'm just like, I stare. I do. Oh like her eyes are gorgeous. It's really ridiculous. She's stunning. Latino woman. She's a mother, and she's founder of Unicorn Moms. And when we connected, I immediately wanted her to come on the show because I could tell she's got a story to share. And I wanted to get to know her more. And I love the fact that she was an entrepreneur and she's out there like doing her thing and working and killing it. And she's a mother and she's single.
I'm single.
She's single.
Oh my God.
Hello, any men out there? If you're looking or watching, you should yes maybe slide into her DMs.
Slide into my DMs, please. Make it easier for me.
How many of those have you had?
Oh my God, so many.
Right?
So many.
We're recording this in the afternoon, and we're just gonna go right now, and we're gonna say cheers. And I love these cups. They have, it's so cute. It's Unicorn Moms. I'm obsessed. Now I'm going to have to get Life Gone Real something. I was like, this is great. I love these.
Aren't they cute?
They're really cute. And you can get these can you get these on
our
your website?
Yes, in our store.
Yes. So go on her website, which I will link up all on my descriptions. So cheers.
Cheers, girl. Oh my God, thank you for having me.
We're not even going to say what day it is.
I know. We don't know
We're going to keep that one out. We're not
going
going to say what date it is because here we go.
Oh my God. I love it. I love that you I don't have any wine, but do you want vodka? Sure. I'll have vodka.
Say that. I don't have wine, but vodka's better.
I'm like, perfect. Vodka. This is not vodka straight up, okay, guys? For those of you just watching.
It's quite funny, right? No, it's vodka and club soda. Because that's all I had. And it is funny because her and I, we're very much on social media. I don't know if I stopped posting so much. Guys, I'm not an alcoholic
I'm not
all.
either. Exactly. And then, I was so afraid. I'm like, oh my God, all my posts, not all of them, but a majority of them
are drinks.
Or
Cocktails.
Or cocktails with my girlfriends. And I'm like, I need to tone that down. I'm not an alcoholic, guys.
But our cocktails are pretty.
They are pretty.
So when you order the signature type cocktail, they
Exactly.
are pretty, and you have to take a picture of them.
Yes.
So I get it, especially with all of our restaurants that we go to. They really do make some really cute ones.
They do. You have to take a picture of them.
I know. And my favorite is still in Mediterraneo. I'm going to, shout out to you in Basta because they make the best espresso martinis.
I'm not a big espresso martini fan.
Oh,
but I believe you. I'll take your word for it.
All right. She's going to take my word for it. So I am glad she's here. And just dive on in. I just wanted to hear more about your story and just share.
Oh my God. How long is this podcast?
I know, right? We can split it up in two.
No. Okay, so Unicorn Moms. Yeah, so I started Unicorn Moms back in 2015. I had moved out from LA out to the suburbs, for kids. I was married at the time, and we're just we wanted to get out of LAUSD and look for better schools. So we moved out this way, and I dove into the mommy groups on Facebook, the local mommy groups, just to find make friends, and I didn't know anyone moving out here. I had nobody.
Right.
Nobody. And I was
moving out to the
scared.
suburbs.
I moved to the suburbs. And I'm like, okay, I need to make new friends. I'm like, I could do this.
Right.
So, of course, you go into the Facebook groups. And I did. I joined a few of them. And I just found them to be a little too meanish, judgmental, mom shaming. You post a question, you ask for support. And it was just... I'm not saying all moms were like that. They would get support, but a lot of them were just very judgy and condescending and my way is the right way. And, I'm sure it's all over social media. So after a while, I was like, you know what? I can't do this. I'm going to try and, create a group of like-minded moms like myself who just want to support each other, uplift each other, laugh, ask for support, no politics, no religion, no selling shit. I was tired of seeing all these for sale, like stroller, a baby carrier, clothes, shoes.
Right.
I'm like, my kids are older. I don't need that shit. So I don't want to see that. So I did, and it just took off. Took off this mommy community. And so here we are. It'll be 6 years September.
That's so good.
6 years.
I love that. And you had shared that with me because I do think, and it's still like that today. A lot of still the mom shaming, mom this and I even think it's even worse. Probably it's way worse than even when my kids were little.
Yeah.
So I can't even imagine being a really young mom, first time mom now.
Yeah.
Because I think it's bad. One, just a lot of that. Also body, like getting fit for like really fast.
Yes.
I even felt that pressure. That was years ago, and I think it's even worse now.
Yeah.
Because I even am on social media and follow some of the young influencers more for their clothes. And some of these girls, they just popped out a baby, and then I'm like, oh my god, a month later, I'm like, oh my gosh, look at this. Yeah. This is crazy. That didn't happen to me.
That didn't happen to me.
And
I'm still waiting for that to happen.
I was like, that's not gonna happen to me. If I have another one, like that's still not gonna. It takes work. Like I gotta give it some time.
Yeah, and it's
that's
just
good.
pressure on social media to like be perfect, be the perfect mom, and it's all a fraud, And even in my social media, like I post what I want you to see, but it's not my everyday life. It's not.
Right.
Like it's far from it. I just post the good stuff. Not every day is amazing or
Yeah.
But it's reality. But I just post what I want you to see. I'm very private as well, so I don't really post like
you're behind
the scenes, the real life.
Which I feel like the majority of social media is like that anyways. Yeah. So then everyone, they just automatically compare. So you do. I feel like social media, you just see the good.
Yeah.
Everybody posts.
They're gonna
their
judge
good
you
life.
whether you post real life shit or fake shit or just whatever you want. They're gonna judge you no matter what. So let me, be the one who's gonna decide, what's gonna be posted out there.
Right.
So.
Well, you started that 6 years ago, and you're continuing to do that. And I love the fact that you're out there doing your thing, and also single mom, because there's a lot of single mom. It's so weird to say that.
I know, it's so weird. Okay, can I tell you? Can I ask you about that? Exactly, because I'm not a single mom in the sense that
you don't have.
I don't have the support of my ex-husband. I have the support of my ex-husband.
There you go.
110%.
There you go.
He is a great father. He helps me when something in the house needs to be fixed. He cuts my grass for me when I need him to cut my grass. Like, so in a sense, like I'm not a. But where is that line? Where is that?
You're not a single mother. I totally get it, because I've said I'm a single mom, but I'm not meaning agree, because yes, for those who know me as well, my ex-husband supports the kids. He's in their life. He's not a deadbeat dad. He's definitely in their life. We do things very amicably. So I guess what are we?
Yeah, exactly.
We're not, because when you identify a single mom,
we should come up with a new term.
You automatically think a single mother who doesn't, the husband's not around, the dad's not around, and that's what you think of a single mom.
Yes.
So we should come. I don't know what we are.
Yeah.
Since everyone, I don't know, that's kind of a big thing of like having.
You guys are listening. Any ideas?
Send us your ideas. If you're listening to this, like DM me or whatever, and go like, this is because I actually have a few moms that are like that.
Yeah.
And then you also have a few moms that literally, and I'm sure you're thankful. I am very thankful that my ex-husband is very supportive in the children, and we're raising them. They have a great foundation. I'm sure your kids have a great foundation, and that's one thing we saw that's very, very important.
Yes.
And don't want to ruin that.
Yeah, exactly.
So I totally get it. But yeah, we need to figure out.
But yeah, you do the same thing I do. I'm just like, I'm a single mom, but wait,
well, not really.
Not really.
But kind of. I don't know. It's very weird. I guess we're just. Yeah, I don't know. We gotta figure out something. Let's do it. We need to figure that out.
We will.
But I love. Okay, and then we just need to like go back into. Okay, so how has it been though with you, and yeah, well, how long have you been like separate? Not together.
I've been divorced for 3.5 years now.
Okay.
Yeah. January of 2018.
Okay. So
well, I'm counting the time I separated. So I separated in January.
No, same.
So yeah, that's all together. So 3.5 years.
Okay. So I'm coming up to 2 years. So you're just a little bit. Yeah. We're very similar. A little bit ahead. Yeah. And how's that been going? How's your life and
My
dating
life is good. I mean, divorce, it took a while to process, because, it was just a long time coming, I feel like. And I tried to save my marriage. I didn't just wake up one day and be like, it's over. No. But it just didn't end up working. And, it's okay. It's not a failure. I don't see it as a failure. I wasn't like, oh my God, because it's normal. I just wasn't happy. And I was brave enough to decide, this wasn't for me. Like,
right.
I need to be valued. I need to be treated right. I mean, he treated me amazing. It was just, a lot of little different things.
Right.
But,
how long were you guys together?
we were together married 11, together for 14.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So a while. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I was 20 years. I mean, we were together for 20 years,
Yeah.
but no, married.
Yeah.
So
But total, together, yeah.
together. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same for me. Together 14 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a chunk.
That's a chunk of time. It's
Totally.
a big chunk of time. So, yeah, it's not something you decide lightly or just to end it. So, but here we are now. I mean, after the whole couple of months, maybe 6-7 months, it took a while for me to really wow, I'm single. I'm alone in this house. Like, I need to figure out, how shit works in my house. I didn't even know how to work the thermostat.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah,
I
was that helpless. I'm just like, no, Maria, you have to
yeah.
really
So you're
figure it
in
out.
very similar to me because it's like, I'll have to say, and yeah, my ex, he's coming here to help me out with stuff, but I'll have to say the other day, well, this is a while ago, but my dryer wasn't drying really good. So obviously I always take the lint and stuff out, but oh no, there's another whole level of dryers and lints and taking it
really?
apart. You have to actually take
my
the
God.
lint thing apart, and there's more lint in there that you have to really get out. So thank God for YouTube.
Yeah.
Because that's what I did. I looked it up. I had my little, not screws, but what is it? There's screws and then the little.
Screwdriver?
Yes!
Oh my God.
Clearly,
How did we ever survive?
Clearly, I don't fix much. Anyways,
Yeah.
no, but I was proud of myself because I got my little stuff, got the little tools that I have here, did
Yeah.
YouTube. I did it. I pulled that thing apart.
Good for you.
Paul, I was so proud. I'll have to say
Mm-hmm.
afterwards, I was like, what? I did it. I was
Yes.
I was very proud of myself. And
Well,
I can
that's
do
good.
those kind of things. The other thing that's annoying is I bet you, it always happens in the middle of the night. The fire alarm. Does
yeah.
yours beep? It always happens
when the
in
battery
like 3.
in the middle of the night. Yeah, when the battery's low, it beeps.
And I
I'm just
remember,
fuck.
oh, I know. And I remember one night, it was 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have, because it's a 9 volt, the little square or
Yeah.
the way, that you
Oh
don't
no!
usually
You know
have.
what I do? I'm
have
pissed
that
off.
one.
I just go and I take it off, and
No.
I don't.
No, mine doesn't work like that.
I don't worry about it till the next day. I'll get new batteries if I have
No,
new
it
batteries.
still kept going. I thought I did everything correctly to for it not. It was
Yeah.
so funny. And I remember going to Smart and Final, that's around the corner. 3, 4, whatever
Did you
was
take
open.
it off the thing?
I tried to take it off. It was one of those I think that's a Friends episode.
Yeah.
I think where she's hitting it
Oh, no,
and
I
throwing it and it just won't
Yeah.
go off. And I was like, oh my God. So it is weird. It's hard. I'll have to say, not having yes.
But it makes
man
you
and the handyman.
want to figure stuff out and makes you feel good after. The other day I did the
I
same
agree.
thing. Some tiles fell out of my bathroom counter and I'm just oh shit, what do I do? I'm I'm gonna go on YouTube. Went on YouTube, figured it out, went to the Do It Center, got what I needed, the tile glue, and I did it.
I love that.
And I did it and I felt so good.
Well, and it
So
does.
good.
And I'll
I'm
have to say my sister actually turned me on to YouTube because it was hilarious. She was out here visiting and I think Demetri, if you're listening, I think it was last Thanksgiving because I hosted Thanksgiving and they came out.
Yeah.
And so something happened with my oven. I don't even know. And she's like, well, let's just YouTube it. There were several things that kept happening and she would YouTube and she fixed it. And I was like, that's amazing. And she's the one who actually turned me on. I just never thought because
No, you can
Tim's
learn
always helped
so much
and
stuff
done everything.
on YouTube. Whatever you need for anything, you can find it on YouTube.
Big shout out to YouTube. We
Yeah.
love you,
I
YouTube.
know, thank you. All the single moms who don't know how to do shit.
Just keep, I know, we love all that. No, it's true though. And we're kind of in that same, this year, and I'm probably going to I'll share a little bit more personally later on another episode. But yeah, it's a for me, it's a transitional it's a big transitional period this year. And I know there's a lot of women out there. So it's like, how do you do it? Mentally, like, how do you kind of like, what is your thing that you just like keep pushing forward? You know, just what do you do? Like
I do a lot of self-help books. So I read a lot of those and inspirational quotes on my Instagram feed. I follow a lot of those, a lot of the therapists on there. And I just don't allow myself to be like, to think like my marriage was a failure or that my business isn't doing good or, you know, because there's always going to be haters. There's always going to be people not clapping for you.
Right.
So I don't allow anybody's perception of me or views on me or thoughts about me to, you know, get to me. So I'm just like, you know, no. So I think it's been a really like, it has helped me a lot.
Right.
To like read all those self-help books and just have supportive friends. I think if you surround yourself with good friends and good people around you who want the best for you, want to see you succeed, want to see you find love again, want to like just or clap for you, that's very, very important. And I do have a good core group of female friendships, and we're all in the same boat. We're all single, divorced, so we've all been through it, so we can relate.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's helped to answer your question. I think
that's good.
It's very, very important to surround yourself with good people.
Good vibe people, like your little tribe. And I agree with that. And I think self-help is, because that's what I do.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Self-help books, listen to just really good motivational stuff. I don't really allow any negativity at all in my life. Like, no.
I cut people off.
Yeah, there's no negative. No, there's no negative at all. So I totally, we're very in the same mindset. And I think that helps a lot just to keep going forward and just keep moving along and just doing your thing. I'll have to say, I don't know how you've been. Obviously, I love the fact that you said you tried in your marriage. Same thing with me. For anyone who's listening, it definitely takes two. But if you two are like in that funk, but you both want to work it out and it's like I would say 150% on each side, then I think it will work out, and that's amazing. And try to work it out. For me, I poured my heart and soul into it, and then and my ex would say he just wasn't there. It's like it's done.
Yeah.
And when that happens, it's like there's nothing more you can do.
At least you go out, you're knowing that for me, which made me feel a little bit better, was that at least I did everything I could, and I tried. The therapy. I tried to do everything I could. I exhausted all my options, so when I just finally decided to end it, I'm like, okay, well, at least I tried to give it my 100%.
And that's it. So there's and I get that, because that's exactly how I feel. So I don't feel bad. Like, there's no victim mentality for me. That's another thing. I mean, I could go there because it's like, oh, poor me. So this goes in moving forward for all the women out there. I think victim mentality, try your heart, get that out.
It wasn't your fault.
Because it wasn't your fault.
It wasn't your fault.
No. And if you gave it, if you really tried, no, I agree with you. That really has helped, because I don't have the victim mentality, and I gave my all. So I'm just like, okay, we're good.
Same.
Yeah,
Same.
we're good. So how's it been going? Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
So let's go on a little bit of dating stories. Okay, so how you've dated a lot more than I've actually dated quite a bit.
I've dated quite a bit.
You gotta
I've dated a lot. I've dated a lot.
You've dated a lot. Well, of course, guys. Okay.
No.
If you're not watching, you should watch on YouTube, because she's beautiful.
No, oh my God.
Stop it. She's very voluptuous, and I've seen her out and about, and I'm just like, she's totally what I would want to be, but I'm like opposite, because I'm like blonde.
You're making me hot right now. I'm like totally like embarrassed.
She's like a girl crush. If you have, I'm like, she's stunning. It's ridiculous. But no, so yeah, what has been going on? How's it going? How's it dating life?
I guess it's because where we live, in our area we live. One, we live in suburbs on the outskirts of LA. So there's one. It's LA. Dating in LA sucks. But then when you're in the suburbs, like, everyone's married out here. And the few that are divorced or single are just newly divorced and just are like, have their first taste of freedom, and they're going crazy and they don't want to like jump into another relationship.
Right.
So where does that leave us? Like, there's no one here. I'm sure you've gotten that. So for me, it's like I've dated in LA. I've dated a couple here and there, but like I said, they're not ready to jump into a long-term relationship. But they will tell you once they first meet you, oh yes, I'm ready. Let's, I'm done with this dating, and I want to find someone I can travel with and watch movies with, Netflix and chill with. Like, they'll tell you everything. And
Right.
then, you know, a few months down the line, they're like, you know what, I'm not ready, or I've some other bullshit. Like, I've heard it all. Like, there's been 3 or 4 guys that I was really into that I've dated for about 3 to 4 months. But
Okay.
that's when, you know, it's a 3 or 4th month mark
Okay.
where they're just like, they jump ship. And I'm like, okay. And they gave me a bullshit excuse. I'm like, okay. So for me, it's like, okay, if you knew that early on, like, let me know.
Right.
If I go on a date with you on a first date and there's no chemistry, there's no vibe, I'm not going to string you along, you know? But these guys, like, just, I date them and they,
Right.
like, string me, like,
Wow.
if I'm allowing you to continue to date me, it means because I like you and I want something more with you.
Right. And you're attracted to them.
And I'm attracted to
you're
them,
like,
and it's
yes.
chemistry, yeah. And if
Yeah,
I say
there's-
yes to more dates, then yes, I like you for more than just, you know, whatever. But I don't know, it's just been very,
But
very
I feel like, and you've said that a few times, it's like that 3 or 4 month mark.
Oh, yeah.
That must be a thing. So I just learned that.
Well,
I learned that a while
very
ago.
much a thing.
See, I had no idea until I was like, oh, it is. But I've dated, but I've only been with, I've dated for a while, and then obviously, I'm probably getting too much. No, I dated, and we still see each other, and because there's such a huge connection. But I won't go all into that. But there's guys that I've dated, and it's just been one date, but I'm not into them.
Exactly. And you let them know kindly, like, thank you, but you're a
Yes.
great guy, but I didn't feel any romantic chemistry, and I let you know, you know?
That's happened a lot.
And I
if
think-
I'm not attracted to you, if I can't, if
No,
I
me
can't
too.
picture
I've been on
myself kissing you
so
or
many
like
first
sleeping with you,
dates.
it's not happening.
Exactly. Same. And it's like, I would appreciate if a man, like, if we're dating, if he just wants to sleep with me, like, tell me, like, right off the bat, like, please just either you want a long-term relationship with me, or you want to see where it would go, or you just want to sleep with me. Allow me to decide if I want to just sleep with you too. Maybe, you never know. Maybe I just want to sleep with you. You know, maybe you're hot,
'Cause
but
we've
there's
had
no
that.
substance there.
Right.
Okay, then yeah, I'll just want to sleep with you. But if you don't, but just tell me.
Right.
Don't waste your time. Don't waste my time
Yeah.
on taking me out and tell me what I want to hear. Just, you know, be straight up and be upfront.
I think a lot of guys are, I don't really know for all guys, but definitely I feel like there's a lot that just want to sleep with you.
Oh, for sure.
And then that's it.
A lot.
Because I've already
There's a
turned
lot.
down many.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you have too.
Oh, so
I'm like,
many,
no.
so many.
I'm like, really? We've had to go. But I haven't been attracted to them. And obviously,
Yes. Oh, for
I'm
sure.
sure you
Same.
had it too. And we're just going to like go here, ladies, because I've had a little bit of drink. But we've all had, and not for everyone, but no, after you break up, I think it's really good to, hold up, but I said it's not for everyone. But it is kind of good. You have to like get out there, and I'll have to say, no, I had a little fling, and it helped me a lot. It was like a 5-6 week fling during quarantine, by the way, which was crazy.
Yeah.
But it helped me get over my husband. So it's like that Stella get your groove back kind of thing.
Oh, no, I've had that too, girl.
So you have to have that.
You have
to have that. So for all you ladies, if you haven't had that, you possibly
have to
might
have
want to
the
dabble
fling.
in that just to get that confidence. You got to get that confidence
Exactly.
back.
And there's a line of men that are the young men. If you go younger, yeah, that's fine. And then
Yeah, the
it's
young
fun.
ones are very easy.
They're very easy, and they'll jump. They're like, if that's what you want, have a little fling. And they're the sweetest. They're the sweetest. I dabbled in, you know, the young pond for a little bit,
Yeah.
and they're just like sweet. But I know there's nothing more to come of
Right.
it than just a little fling,
A
and it's
little-
fun
right.
and it's great.
Right. Because they are so young. Like, it's not going to happen.
It's not gonna happen.
I've already shared.
Yeah.
I've dated younger, but I'll have to say I definitely date young. Well,
I date older.
do you attract younger to? Well,
I attract young and older.
old. Oh,
Yes.
okay. See, I haven't really attracted older. Or maybe I have, but I just literally I haven't been attracted to them. So it's so funny. My girlfriend.
So maybe because you like younger. I love older, so that's why I give off the older
vibes.
yeah.
And I'm trying to like, it's not the fact that I wouldn't date someone my age or older, but I've talked to them and I'm like, it's just not there. But maybe I haven't found that one. So usually my whole number is I won't go under 35. What's yours?
For what? For a relationship?
For like a relationship. Serious, I won't go under 35.
Okay, for a relationship, I won't go under. I'm 42. I'll be 42,
don't have
so
to-
probably 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay.
Yeah,
So
so
you're in the
40.
40s. So you would be 40, 50.
Yes.
That would be
I
like
would
a
even go.
range.
I would even go 55. I've dated
Oh, really?
55. There's some good 55-year-old guys that look really young.
Really? See, I
The
haven't
last
found
guy I
that yet.
dated, he was 55, and he looked like he was 45.
Well, and I haven't found that. So I haven't found someone who has that. I'm very young at heart, young spirited. So honestly, I feel like I'm in my 30s.
Yeah.
I really do. And I think because I got married so young, it's like I'm reverting back of just what I lost, which is totally fine.
Which is fine, yeah.
And it's like I'm really starting my life completely all over. So which is really fun.
which is fine.
It's great. But I just don't, I haven't found that yet. And for ladies out there, I mean, it is easy to connect. I think one huge thing, and I'm sure you have, once you find out like, oh, I can connect with someone like again. I mean, when you were with somebody, I mean, for so long, 14 years, 20 years, I have a friend who's like, I'm not going to find anyone. I have a friend, she's 30.
Yeah.
She's 30. She's like, I'm not gonna find anyone,
gosh.
and I'm just like, are you serious?
Well, not with that
So
attitude.
if you're not gonna find anyone, well then I don't know. Don't even talk to me because we're not gonna. Yeah. So I don't know. I think, no, it is cool. Like you can, ladies, if you're single and you haven't been out there and you're just divorced, you can fall in love again because that's exactly what happens.
I just think you have that attitude. I've been on so many dates, like. I could have been one that's been like, I'm over it. I give up. All these men just want to fuck me and just get, like, yeah. But it's true. And I'm like, but no, I keep putting myself out there because I know I'm a hopeless romantic. I know that my person's out there for me. That. So I just keep putting myself out there and go on these dates. I just literally like 2 weeks ago got off of all the dating apps because I'm like, if I'm going to meet someone, I want it to be like, I know. Out and about.
I've done Bumble and Hinge.
I'm over the app. It's just a bunch of waste of time.
I agree. Okay, so tell me a story. What was what's your like your worst date? Or like what's a bad date? Like tell me.
So there was this guy that I matched with. He lived in Orange County.
Okay.
And we made a plan. He was going to come down here to Malibu. So I met him at the Sunset in Malibu and Zuma, a really pretty restaurant. Oh. So we had dinner there. And, very nice. There was chemistry, very attractive, and we had a nice dinner, great conversation, everything. After dinner, we walked across to the beach.
Oh, nice.
Very, very nice. And, I'm like, well, I'm going to Uber home. And he's like, no, I can take you home. I'm like, I don't usually let a guy,
Yeah.
Anyways, so we were a little bit wet from the beach. So anyways, I let him take me home. So he drove me home and he's like, okay, can I come, I have a long drive home. Can I come inside and go to your restroom and then kind of like dry off and shake some of the sand off? And I'm like, I don't know. But I'm like, fine, you're going to go, you have a long drive. It's like 2-hour drive home from Orange County to where I live. So he comes in and I'm like, okay, well, here's the guest bathroom downstairs. I'm going to go upstairs and do the sand. I'm going to shake off the sand and go to the bathroom or whatever. And I'll come right down. So I'm in my bathroom. All of a sudden I hear like steps. He's coming up to my bedroom.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, oh my God.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And he's like sitting on my bed when I get out of the bathroom. And I'm like, hey, I told you I'd come right down. He's like, yeah, I just want to relax for a little bit. I'm like, let's go downstairs and relax. I'm like, and I'm like, but I have to get up early in the morning tomorrow morning. So, and he's like, yeah, I know, me too. But I just wanted to, relax or whatever, blah, blah. And I'm like, no. And then he lays down on my bed and I'm like,
God.
No,
so
no. Yeah. And he's like, let's cuddle. Let's, I'm like, no, like I'm good. He's like, come on, just for a little bit. Then I'll leave. I'm like, oh my God, against my better judgment, I cuddled a little bit. And then he started kissing me and he wanted something more. And I'm like, no. And then he kept trying and insisting. And I mean, not aggressively or anything, not physically, but like, come on, like try to like, convince me, and talk, come on, let's, whatever. And I'm like, no. And then he just gets up out of the bed and he's like, oh my God, I can't believe you. Like I took you to dinner. I brought you home and I'm not going to get anything.
Stop
not even a blowjob. And I'm like,
are you serious?
Yes. And I said, please get out of my house, and never heard from him again.
Wow.
Yeah. That was just like shitty.
That's awful.
Awful. Never do that again.
Oh my God. But see, that's where it's like the guy, you just, you don't know. And I feel like, I don't know, it just seems like not all guys. I think us women right here, we want a gentleman.
We do.
We want a gentleman. So it's not the fact that sex is out of the question.
Exactly.
It's just we want a gentleman, like someone who treats a lady like, a woman.
Like a woman and
A woman.
respects us.
Respect. Exactly. And court it. Like, just be romantic. Just have fun, but not that. So
Yeah.
I just don't know if some men just don't know how to do that. I don't know.
They don't.
Maybe they don't. I really don't know. I think it's no. I've gone on. I haven't gone on like crazy dates. There was a date, and it's so funny. I've had a few. I've had a few funny stories. But I did one date, and he came and picked me up, and I didn't want to. It was that same thing. It was the first date, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, whatever. So he picked me up. I let him pick me up. We went and had dinner. Everything was good, but it was really funny. He was like, we talked about playing pool and certain things, playing the game pool. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I haven't done that in a long time. And he's like, I have a pool table. Maybe you'll have to come over and I'll teach you to play pool. Well, it was just kind of like blotted in there. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And then this is the one funny thing, and I've said this before. When we got our ticket, he looked and he's like, hey, he pulls out his phone and he's like, do you mind if I pay with a Groupon? And I'm all about a deal. Oh, girl, I'm all about a deal.
Me too.
We're all
me
about
too.
deals.
Listen.
But literally, your first date, a Groupon, and I die. Honestly, I was like, sure.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people who it doesn't process till a little
later.
later till I really start thinking about it. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So I was like, it made me feel, no, I didn't like that. So guys, if you're listening, no. Do not pull out a Groupon
That's
on your
down
first
the
date.
road. Like I
That
get
is down
it.
the road
Yes.
if you're together. I'm all about a deal, but I felt cheap.
Yeah,
Like right then, I felt
exactly.
cheap. So then we get in a car. We get in the car. I think he's bringing me home.
Yeah.
We get on the freeway, and I'm like, "Where are we going?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm taking you to my house. I'm gonna teach you to play pool." And I was like, "What?"
Oh my
So
God.
clearly, I was kidnapped for a second.
Yeah.
I was like, "This is great." But he took me to his house, and then right then, though, I was like, "Okay." I knew. I was like, it was kind of comical because I didn't know him well, and honestly, I didn't get a vibe of like, okay, I'm in danger. But honestly, I was like, okay, is my find my phone? And I'm like,
Well, no, you know what I do?
might
I
need to
share
text
my
someone.
I share my location. I share my pin
Like with a girlfriend or something?
Yeah, for 24 hours. Every time I go on a first
Oh,
date, I
that's
let them know,
smart.
and then I share my location because you can do that.
Oh.
You can share location with someone for 24 hours.
That's a
or
good
longer. I
tip.
think I don't know, but yeah.
That's a good tip. Yeah, so he took me to his house, made a drink. I watched him make me a drink because women, you've got to
yes.
so be careful. Always, the drinks are really big. You just need to always go get your own drink. Make sure if you're at a bar, get your own drink. It's just a whole thing. But yeah, so and we had fun. I mean, whatever. He was teaching me to play pool. I'm saying I had fun, but I did say, I said I'm not sleeping with you tonight. Oh, hands down. I was
Yeah.
like, and I got to be home by like 1:00. Oh, I looked at my
Yeah,
phone. I was
good.
like, there's no.
And what did he say?
What? You think I would like come here and no, I'm not gonna sleep with
Of course. What else are you gonna
you.
say?
Seriously,
come on now.
You brought me all the way to your house. You're making me a drink, and it was just that same thing. I think it's just yes. If us women want to have a one night stand, yeah, we can. But honestly, I think generally, really, the majority of women, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really like. I don't
I don't
want
like
that.
them.
I don't
No,
want that.
I don't want that. No.
So it's like.
And I'm not going to sleep with you right away. I'm not going to sleep with you in the first, second, third, fourth, maybe even fifth date. No, I will
know.
make you wait. If you really like me, show me that you like me before I
think it's
no,
just-
that's my new rule. Like,
I think it's a whole.
I think the
thing
last
now.
guy I dated, I think 7 dates.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
a long
that's
time.
good.
Like probably 2 months.
That's really good.
2 months before
Love
I
that.
slept. Yeah. And like,
That's
next guy,
good.
if you're listening, yeah, I'm going to make you work for it.
Ooh. So, all right, guys, she's lining
Yes.
him up. So if you're listening to the story, you're gonna wait a while.
Yeah.
No, it's just I don't know if it's just how we just what it is in today's time of just it's just no, that's kind of what you do on the first date. And there are people. Hold up, there's people who it was a one night
that's the
stand and they're
thing.
married. You
But
know,
that's- but
I
see-
don't know.
But the thing is, for every woman that tells the guy no, there's like 5 lined up to like, yeah, I'll sleep with you right away.
Right.
So it makes it like.
Well, I'll
horrible
have
for
to
us.
say, and women, if you're listening, I'll have to say, sometimes us women feel that it's an easy thing to give in. like it's an easy, it's a weird, you can't easy. I don't know, you feel this pressure all of a sudden when you're up in that time.
Yeah, in
and
that
I have
moment,
said no. I have
but
said no so many times. So many times.
Yeah,
I'm like,
me
no,
too.
it's not happening. No, it's not. I'm not sleeping with you.
Yeah.
But and they'll do this whole thing.
Oh yeah,
come
no, I don't care
on.
what they do.
I know you want it. I know, and I'm just like, oh my God, that's even worse.
That's even worse because then now I'm like, okay, I'm not going to see you ever again.
No, I know it's terrible. Oh, I know that was good.
Dating sucks.
It does. It does. So it does. And that's what I was saying. Well, too, if you are in a marriage and both of you guys are working it out, honestly, work it out.
Work it out, try.
It's true. Try and work it out if both partners are willing to give it 150% and you guys are both in it. Obviously, if you're not in it, it's not going to work. But I do. It's like, it is hard out there. It really is. It's
and I think once you get divorced, you think it's going to be easy. You think, oh my God, the grass is always greener, but it's not. I knew getting divorced, I'm like, I know dating's going to be hard and it's not going to be easy. But like looking back, I didn't realize it was going to be this hard.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a whole. Okay, well, we're gonna wrap it up a little bit. But what else do you want to share for all the ladies out there? Share as far as Unicorn Moms, where they can find you and stuff. Which I'll link up all your stuff. But
on Instagram we're at Unicorn Moms. At our website is at unicornmoms.com. Facebook we're at /Facebook /groups official. Unicorn Moms.
Groups. Okay, perfect.
And then we have a group also on Facebook there. It's linked in our public Facebook page as well. Yeah, we're doing a Unicorn Moms Night Out soon on the 17th. You got to come out.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm down.
Night out because we're celebrating our birthday. We turned 6, so we're
that's
have
perfect.
It at Vista Terrace.
Oh, perfect. I'm down. I'm there.
Friday's the September 17th.
I'm totally there.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm totally there. I don't have anything. I don't have any plans. I don't have a date.
Well, now you do.
I know I do. Maybe I'll meet someone there.
Yeah.
Maybe right. Probably not, but that's
Probably
okay.
Not. No, we're just gonna go have a good time. I don't go. That's the thing. Whenever I go out with my girlfriends, I don't think like I'm gonna meet someone.
Oh, I don't
go
either.
with that attitude.
I don't
have
either.
a good time with my friends, and if I meet someone, I meet someone. If I don't,
yes, I think we're like that. I'm a very all girls woman. I love
Me too. I
love having a girls' night, and I do not when I'm with my girlfriends, which is the majority of the time.
Yeah.
I don't plan at all like, I'm gonna meet someone.
Yeah.
No, never. It doesn't ever happen. Yeah, I just don't. I love girl time.
Me too.
I think we need that. And that's another thing too is self-improvement. And I get a really good energy and a good vibe. It actually gives me strength when I'm around really great positive women.
Yes.
I go home and I feel really good and I want to just keep going and keep moving forward. So that's a big thing that I've done too. And getting out, not staying home, and just that's helped me a lot as well.
Yeah.
So for any women out there, if you're listening and you're having problems, I think just getting around your good supportive girlfriends, go out, have fun, because it really, maybe not for everyone, but for me, it definitely gives me strength. So
yeah, no, I agree. But there's a lot of women I've noticed in my groups that like I live in like Minnesota or South Dakota or whatever. I can't make any friends. There's no one out here. Like, what do I do? So then you join our community. Join our groups. And there's people from all over the country. There's women that are in your same boat.
Yeah.
And we connect.
I love that.
There's no judgment. You're already cool because you're a unicorn mom. And, our tag, our little logo, the thing that went viral, our definition of a unicorn mom, which we probably should have said in the beginning, what a unicorn mom is.
Yes.
It's a mother who's not perfect, enjoys alcohol, has a sense of humor, and couldn't care less what anyone thinks.
Love that.
Yes, so that's the definition of unicorn mom. But yeah, once you realize you're a unicorn mom, you relate on that, and you're like, okay, I like her. She's not going to judge me. She's fun.
Right.
Yeah, so just join our groups, join our community, discussions, and we give great advice, and we don't judge you. We're supportive. We make you laugh. We complain about our husbands or our ex-husbands, baby
dates.
Daddies,
our
dates, our kids.
It's good.
Yeah, everything.
And just vent. I love that.
Yeah, and our community is mostly, we focus on the woman as the individual as opposed to the mother, which is great. A lot of these other mom groups are all about mommy activities and with their kids. Like, listen, we love our kids. I love my kids to death, but I'm someone else aside from my kids. I'm not just Tyler and Dylan's mommy. I'm like Maria. This is who I am. I love this and that. So I think we nurture that in our community. Who were you before you were a mom? Let's just, we like fashion. We like beauty, we like going out, we like
Yeah.
breeding, we like, whatever.
I love
our
that.
career women, our
Right.
jobs and stuff like that. So we support that, and our community does that. Like, let's get back to who we were and
Yeah.
support that.
I love that. No, that's really, really
Yeah.
important because I think as moms, usually and I did for a time, you lose yourself when
lose yourself
you were
for
little.
sure.
And I think that's very important is to ground yourself in who you are and don't try not to lose yourself. And so I think that's beautiful. I love that a lot.
No, and I think that's the big issue with women, later on when their kids get older, you get like, if they don't need you as much and then they leave you and then you're like stuck with your husband, you're like, oh shit, like,
Right.
who am I? What do I do now? I'm
Yeah.
like, and then you look at your husband and you're like, I don't like you anymore. So yeah, if you can nurture something while your kids are little and still like focus on you a little bit,
Right.
however that looks like for you, for every individual one of you, just focus on that and grow it and nurture it and do it and try it and don't let fear stop you. If you want to go back to school, if you can, whatever, I encourage you to do so because the day is going to come when your kids are going to be old enough. You and I both know our kids
Yeah.
are older now. They don't need us as much. And you're
No,
just like,
it's so weird.
now what do I do? Like you were, you started this podcast,
Yes,
which
it's
is
a whole
great.
thing.
And I started Unicorn Mom. So yeah, we need to do something for us. I think it's good for our soul, for our sanity, our
love
mental
that.
health.
No, it's true. I love it. I love all that. All right. Well, we're going to close this, and that's a wrap. And I hope all of you guys have enjoyed this little conversation and, just been inspired just to keep moving forward and in this life and honestly enjoy the journey, the ups and the downs, and just laugh at it. And, and that's a wrap. So cheers, everyone. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
That's a wrap, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on Life Gone Real. Don't forget to subscribe to my podcast and YouTube channel. Definitely rate it. Leave comments. I'd love to get into your lives a little. Send me some topics you'd like to talk about, or if there's anything you're possibly going through in your life. I'm so glad you're here with me on this journey. Cheers to you, and have a great day.